Do you know how to extract the nationality from the country name in Arabic? It's actually quite simple. We add a suffix to the country name, just like we do in English. But is it the same for male and female? And what about countries that begin with the definite article, il? How do we deal with those? In today's lesson, we're going to explore all of this. We will learn how to ask and answer questions about countries and nationalities, and we will also touch on how languages are expressed in daily Arabic. Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 7 of this course, Arabic Daily Life Speaking. I am Mustafa Nasser from Arabic for Nuns. As always, you can download the PDF and the audio file of this lesson and every lesson in this course from the link in the video description. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and like the video if you find it helpful. There are two main ways to ask about someone's country. You can either say, "Where are you from?" or "What's your nationality?" The first question, "Where are you from?" was already covered in our previous lesson using expressions like min فين, min وين, or منين, followed by a suitable pronoun depending on whether you're speaking formally or informally. Now let's talk about the second question, which is asking about nationality. The word for nationality in Arabic is جنسية. جنسية. But in spoken Arabic, we usually pronounce the letter j as symbol g. So we say جنسية. جنسية. To make this word personalized, we add a possessive suffix, ek for male and ik for female. So we say جنسيتك. جنسيتك when talking to a man, and جنسيتك. جنسيتك when addressing a lady. To ask what's your nationality, we can place any of the words we learned for what equivalents before or after the word جنسيتك. I'll stick to the Levantine equivalent, which is شو. It can be used at the beginning or at the end of the question, like this. شو جنسيتك؟ شو جنسيتك؟ شو جنسيتك؟ شو جنسيتك؟ Or جنسيتك شو؟ جنسيتك شو؟ Alternatively, you can ask the question more generally without using the possessive form. For example, شو الجنسية؟ شو الجنسية؟ Or الجنسية شو؟ الجنسية شو؟ Which can be used for both male or female. When it comes to answering, you can of course say something like أنا من مصر. أنا من مصر. But to say I'm Egyptian, we need to understand how to derive the nationality from the country name. This is actually a part of standard Arabic topic called النسبة, or attributive relational adjectives. But we won't go too deep into grammar. Instead, we will just focus on how to use it in real daily life speaking. So here is a basic rule. Take the country name, add e, which is letter ya for male, and the ending iyah, which is doubled ya letter followed by ta marbuta for female. Let's take an example, starting with my country name, مصر. We will use the country name, then add ya in case of male, مصري. مصري. For a lady, we add the ending إية to be مصرية. مصرية. So you get the logic. There is no need to explain it again. As you may have noticed, the last letter of the country name will be labeled with kasra when adding these nationalities endings. Another one, Palestine. For male, it will be Falastini, Falastini. And for female, Falastiniya, Falastiniya. Lebanon, Lebanani, Lebananiya. Qatar, Qatari, Qatariya, and so on. It gets a little different when the country name ends with alif, a letter, like Canada. In such cases, we first remove the alif, add a kasra under the letter before it, and then add the same endings. So in our example, Canada, Canadi for male, Canadiya for female. Some more examples. فرنسا, فرنسي, فرنسية. هولندا، هولندي، هولندية. أمريكا، أمريكي، أمريكية. It's worth mentioning that when we say America in Arabic, we usually refer to the United States, not the entire continent. So Ameriki means I am from the United States of America. In some country names that end with alif, the letter before it is already ya, like in Turkey. When removing the alif here, we won't need to add another ya because it's already there. We just add kasra label under the previous letter and say Turkey for man and Turkiya for women. Some other examples: Russia, Rusi, Rusiya. Almania, Almani, Almaniya. Indonesia, Indonesi, Indonesia. There is another special case. There are many countries in Arabic that begin with al. You need to understand an important thing here. This al is not serving here as a definite article, because this is a proper noun which is definite by default. The prefix al here is an original part of the word. And this is, by the way, common in Arabic language. You will find many proper nouns, even persons' names, begin with al. In this case, we need to drop al before extracting the nationality. So, al-Maghrib, Maghribi, Maghribiya. الصين, صيني, صينية. البرازيل, برازيلي, برازيلية. What will happen if you keep al when driving the nationality? For example, instead of saying Brazili, you say il Brazili. Here, it will act as a definite article, and this word means the Brazilian. A final point: how to drive the nationality for England. England in Arabic is İngiltere, İngiltere, İngiltere. But when driving the nationality, we won't use this word. Instead, we use İngilizi for male and İngiliziye for female, which literally means English. You might hear a different translation for England, which is Britania, Britain. Here, the rule applies. We will drop the last alif and make use of the ya before it. So, Britani, Britaniya. So let's put this into action. If someone asks you, شو جنسيتك? You could respond with أنا مصري, أنا مصرية, أنا أمريكي, أنا أمريكية, and so on. There is also something interesting here. The male form of the nationality is the same as the name of the language. So if you say أنا فرنسي, it means I'm French. But if you say أنا بتكلم فرنسي, it means I speak French. The word فرنسي in both sentences is the same, but in the first one it refers to the nationality, and in the second it refers to the language. The same pattern applies to all nationalities. For example, أنا هندي, أنا بتكلم هندي. أنا تركي, أنا بتكلم تركي. But we will feel the difference if the person who speaks is a lady. In this case, the ending is not going to be the same. For example, أنا مصرية, أنا بتكلم مصري. Let's do a quick recap. To extract the nationality, take the country name, add كسرة label to the last letter, and then add E for a male and إية for a female. If the country name ends with ألف, drop it before adding the endings. If it ends with an ألف preceded by ياء, drop the ألف but keep the ياء and make use of it. And if the country name starts with il, drop il before forming the nationality. Now it's your turn to practice. I'll leave you with a few country names. Try to extract the nationality from each one and share your answers in the comment section below. If you have any questions, write them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer. And of course, don't forget to download the listening materials, subscribe the channel, and activate the bell. See you in the next lesson.